How brain stores enormous amount of data.
Brain researchers were long puzzled by a perplexing question of how and where memories are stored in the brain. Did they possess specific locations in the brain? A quantum physicist, Karl Pribram, found that memories are not preserved in any particular part of the brain, like books lying on the shelves, but were rather spread out or distributed throughout the brain as a whole. Even people with medical conditions that received a portion of the brain surgically removed have not shown loss of specific memories. No matter what portion of the brain was removed, their memories could not be deleted because they were omnipresent in the brain at the same time. But Karl Pribram knew of no mechanism or process that could be responsible for the memory distribution of this kind until he was confronted with the concept of holography.
Blur essentially is a hologram.
If a hologram of an apple is cut in half and then illuminated by a laser, each half will still be found to contain the entire image of this apple. Even if the halves of this apple are divided again and again, in small portions, an entire apple can be still reconstructed from each small portion. Simply, each small portion of apple contains complex version of the entire original image. This procedure cannot be done with a normal photograph because only a holographic part contains all the information recorded in the whole. Apparently, in a very similar way, our brain and memories work. Instead of having their locations in the brain's neurons, memories are encoded in patterns of impulses crisscrossing the whole brain, in the same way as laser lights can crisscross a piece of film containing a holographic image. Every portion of the brain also appears to contain the whole of the brain's memories, which means the brain is itself a hologram. Every piece of the original object contains the entire structure of the whole. If it is possible for every portion of holographic film to contain all the information necessary to create a whole image, then it is equally possible for every part of the brain to contain all of the information indispensable to recall a whole memory. Hungarian-born physicist and mathematician John von Neumann was without doubt one of the scientific geniuses of the 20th century. According to his calculations, over the course of the average human lifetime, the brain stores 2.8 into 10 to power 20 bits of information. Our almost supernatural ability to quickly retrieve whatever information we need from our brain's enormous storage of memories is similar to hologram's enormous capacity for information storage. In a hologram, simply by changing the angle at which the two lasers strike a piece of photographic film, it is possible to record many different images on the same surface. So, any image recorded in this way can be retrieved by illuminating the film with a laser beam possessing exactly the same angle as the original two beams. Using this method, researchers have been able to calculate an extraordinary thing. Namely, a 1-inch square of film can store the same amount of information contained in 50 Holy Bibles. The only possible mechanism that explains such a vast capability is that our brain is a kind of highly sophisticated hologram. The functioning of the brain is holographic, and the brain stores its data, especially memory, throughout its entire volume. Karl Pribram's excellent theory is supported by a notable body of evidence suggesting that the brain uses holographic principles to perform its operations. It has also gained a strong support among neurophysiologists.